Hi! I've come to show you a journal. I'm really excited about this. Every now and then you kind of make a journal and you really don't want to part with it. And this is just, I just love it. I really do. So I'm going to go through it and show you everything today. It's a little bit difficult because it doesn't really fit in my frame very well. You can see my tripod leg here on my table, so I apologise about that. I'll start with this while it's upright. I've got a tassel on here and a removable charm. The whole thing can be removed if you want to remove it. There's lots of bits on here. We've got beads on strings, and there's beads on the lace. It's not very easy to show you at this angle. The thing is, I can't show you the front of the book very well either because everything kind of falls funny. This is a little dangle charm with some beads and a dragonfly and leaves, little ladybird. So like I said, that could all be removed if you want it to be. It's a binder. The cover is, I'm really glad to still have my fingers. It's a really heavyweight kind of board, chipboard I think you might call it. I've cut it down so you can see how wide, and well, obviously I cut it off the top and the bottom, so it was quite big. The book still measures 9.5 by 8 3/4, and I think the spine is 1 3/4 inches. This is the second time I've done this video, so I do apologise. This is what I can't really show you because as soon as I hold it up it hangs funny. To keep it closed there are 2 binder clips with chain, and on the chain we have ladybird, a bee, toadstool, a bird and a rose. I hope you can see those. There's also dangle charms that I can show you as I go through the journal. I'm not sure if I've said this in this version. The cover is handmade Indian paper. I've got some trim and a canvas spine. So to open it, you just put the clip, and I just pop the clip there so the chain doesn't get knotted. So I can also, this is going to be in my Etsy store. I'm not sure if I've said that yet. Anyway, it's going to be in my Etsy store. I think. I can't keep it, I have to, yeah, it's going on my Etsy store. I can include a tie closure if you're not keen on the chains. So I set myself a bit of a challenge with this book. Apart from the front and back cover of the journal, and everything is handmade, comes from books, nothing is digital prints, there's no kits or anything in here at all. I'm really sorry about the lighting. I'm just gonna, like, it keeps going cloudy and sunny and so we've got trim down here. I've made 6 dividers to go in between each section. This is kind of a front cover with a beautiful image on it. So this is the first divider. I've made little tabs and there's some trim, little poetry. All the dividers are made from the same book pages. Lots of heavy kind of tea staining in areas, and all of the pages in here are cartridge paper. They are, I think some of it is possibly, I don't know. Most of it is definitely cartridge paper. There may be some mixed media kind of watercolour paper. I'm not sure. I think it's all cartridge paper. So this is a little envelope. Now I didn't, the pictures were so gorgeous I didn't want to glue it, and I also didn't want to stick down the paper that I had kind of prepared because the images inside were so pretty. So I've just left the paper. It can be glued down if you want to, and there is a little tea card in there. And this comes from the Nature's Sketchbook book. So I've got another book page, part of a obviously all of the little tuck spots in here are book pages that I have sewn and used as tuck spots. It's an Edith Holden envelope that this one has been glued down, and inside there are 2 little tea cards, little tiny collage. I got this idea from Izzy B, using the Distress Oxides. I've done some stenciling and some stamping and Distress Oxides to kind of really age the page, and there are a few pages like this throughout the book, so thanks for that, Izzy. Got a little, oh, I'm not sure if we can get this, little dangle. This side, what I've done is made a tracing paper pocket over the writing part of the page, and I've done some stamping on there, and inside there is a little tag. It's Tim Holtz paper on that one. So one of the little envelopes I made, and a little collage tag in there with the fussy cuts that I did, and some really vintage music paper that I got from my friend Suzanne. So thanks for Suzanne. Lots of glimmer, shimmer, glimmer, I'm not sure. Edith Holden page, the mixed media tag, that's backed onto tea stain cartridge paper. Another little charm, a little bit of book page down the edge there. Another book page pocket, and this one I've done some watercolour, the fussy cut little collage, and inside there's another little piece of watercolour that you can journal onto with stamp. I had a lot of fun making this journal. Another divider page, tiny little collage there, a tiny little collage. Some stamping, script stamp with rose on. Another book page. I love this page. It's quite a lot of writing on this page, but I really wanted to use this, so I've just added some tea stain paper and another little fussy cut collage that I did there. Another one of those beautiful stamped pages. There are 4 of these. The butterfly does move around. It's a little journaling card. I was going to put plain paper again on the back, but I didn't want to, because you can write on the tracing paper and still see the image behind, and obviously this little idea with putting something behind the tracing paper comes from the lovely Jibid. Hi Jibid. Little book page tag, that's backed onto tea stain cartridge paper, and another little tea card. Some trim on the book page. I love this page, and I left all of these. They're quite rustically made and cut the pages. I wasn't as accurate as I normally would be, because I wanted it to be have a certain kind of look, this book. One of my little dangle cards, we've got a little fussy cut butterfly, and in the pocket this is another piece of Nature's Sketchbook. I've done some stamping. There's a little tea card to match the image, and a tiny little craft paper tag. Another book page pocket, and in this one there is a large envelope with book page, and this one I have left open and I've made a little collage inside, so there's some writing space, but there's also a little bit pretty. So that's that one. Got another divider page with some lovely trim, tiny little collage, some more stamping. I hope you can see. book page, and what I did with this one is made a sewn pocket with part of the book page, and inside, this was supposed to be the back, this was supposed to be the front of the tag, and the tracing paper is to write on, and I've done some stamping like I did with those window envelopes that I did. I stamped on the reverse, and so it's a little bit muted, but I really like that effect. So that just goes in there. Another stamped page, another little pocket. We've got another envelope with a T card, and inside, oh, yep, there's 2 more little T cards with a little bird on that one. And obviously a T card on the front. That's Edith Holden, I think I said that. Another book page, another Edith Holden page. One of those little altered CD sleeves, you can see the image behind, but there's also another little mixed media collage tag in there. This is another one of those raised relief mixed media tags with the tea stain paper. Oh, you see the sun just gone in. Another little book page pocket. There's a little rose on the paper clip. And this is a little trifold mixed media tag, and inside there's some, I've done some watercolour, and you've got the butterfly stamping, so you can write on the watercolour paper. So, and they're all fussy cut butterflies. They're from books. So you've got another book page divider, a little bit of book page down the side, some stamping, a little bit of trim, some more stamping, and that lovely oxide. I only have one. I have one oxide, so that's vintage photo. Another little book page tag. That obviously butterfly will move, and you can write onto the tracing paper. Beautiful images on the back from the book. A book. I'm not sure what the name of that book is because I've used the cover for something. Little collage and tracing paper over the words. Got another one of those little window envelopes that I made with the image behind, and a little mixed media tag, and this is backed onto cardstock. Got another little bead dangle. Oh, I hope this is not going too slow for you guys. One of those little, I did keep the butterfly in the end. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep the butterfly on there, but I do like it now. So we've got, this one is done with the modelling paste. Yeah, that's done with the modelling paste. I had to think about that then. Another book page pocket and another envelope, and this again is the Nature's Sketchbook. And I didn't want to, again, stick the paper down because the image is so pretty. So I've just popped in the paper and a little T card into there. It's actually really difficult to make a journal not using any digital prints. There were so many things that I thought, oh, that would go well, but I didn't use it. Another little divider page, some more stamping, another little piece of book page stuck on the edge of this one, little collage. Again, there was a lot of writing on this page, so I've popped over some tea stain paper, little fussy cut butterfly, and then you get the original image from the book. This one's a little sea bead charm. Another little tuck spot, book page tag, another book page with the tracing paper and the floating butterfly. I think they're hydrangeas. Another little tiny piece of book page, and we've got another hangy tag, fussy cut butterfly, some stamping, little T card and craft paper tag, and again Nature's Sketchbook pocket on that one. Oh, this is my favourite. I love this. It was craft paper that I've kind of distressed, some watercolour that I did. I actually did it as a watercolour transfer, so I quite like that effect. Little dragonfly, bit of the old sheet music, and again some journaling space inside there with some watercolour. Another little divider, and on this one we've got another little glass bead charm. Some more stamping. Got another one of these big half-page pockets with the book page tag with the tracing paper that you can write onto. Some more stamping. I think this is the last of there's a tiny little butterfly there. The tracing paper with gorgeous roses on the back of that one. And a little tea card. Little CD sleeve with another little mixed media tag in there. This is the last of the mixed media raised relief tags, and that one's got the ladybird. Another little piece of book, and this is the final envelope with book page, slightly bigger these two. And again there's a little collage inside and some writing space. So I think I've said everything. I don't remember what like I said, I've done this video twice. And this is the back page, and they are embossed butterflies on there. So I think that's everything. I'll pop that back on. If I can remember where it came from. I'll pop that back on in a moment. So that is like I said, this can be removed if you're not happy with that one there. And I can't remember if I said in this video or the last video, but if you're not keen on the binder clip and chain closure, I can add a tie closure to that. So that is my binder journal. It was kind of inspired by the fact we've had a little bit of sun lately. It hasn't just been all rain and snow, so started to feel a bit like spring was finally coming. Thank you again for watching the tutorial and leaving some lovely comments. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so glad you find it helpful. I've measured it, so that's everything for now, and I will be back very soon with the draw for the tags from the tutorial. So thank you to everyone who entered. I've left this for now. I'm not going to do it in this video because I need to just make sure nobody else has commented today. So thanks again. See you later. Bye.